What's good, sim heads? Welcome to Screaming Rubbers. We're gonna talk about drifting today. We're basically playing Assetto Corsa like usual. We're at the Momiji mountain in Japan, and we are driving the BMW E30. Is it E30? Yeah, the E30 M3, which is the drift car. Today we're gonna be drifting without a handbrake, and let's see if we're gonna be able to survive this. And we'll talk about drifting. Why should you drift in Assetto Corsa and only Assetto Corsa? It's because it's been proven time and time again that it actually replicates, or it's very close to the reality. So if you practice drifting in Assetto Corsa, doesn't necessarily mean that you're gonna be, a fluent drifter in real life. Obviously, there's some differences, which is the G-force of the car, the movements. You feel more with your body with the car, right? As in sim racing, we would have to go with cues. We have our force feedback with the wheel itself, and that tells us whether the backhand is starting to slide, whether we're about to oversteer, understeer. Sometimes you have the luxury of feeling the rumbles on the wheel itself, depending on which wheelbase that you do have. Now, talking about wheelbase, the main question is, if you're gonna start drifting in Assetto Corsa, sim drifting, which wheelbase should you have? Now, obviously, if you have the luxury to get yourself and you can afford a direct drive, I would strongly recommend to go directly to the direct drive, just because the learning curve will be much faster. It's easier, let's just put it that way, because the car itself actually responds, the wheelbase will respond as the car goes. It rotates faster. Everything is pretty much almost one-to-one. However, if you already have a wheelbase, such as some belt-driven one, which are really good, the Thrustmaster T300, is it T300 RS? Those ones are really good. The TSPC, TS X something, those ones are pretty good. If you have the old Fanatec belt-driven CSL Elite, the Club Sport 2.5, those are really good as well. Honestly, those are amazing. If you do have the Logitech, the learning curve will be much more difficult because the wheel does not rotate fast enough. It does not respond accurate with the car itself. However, it's still possible. I've done it before, and you could definitely drift with that. Like I mentioned, it's just the learning curve will be much harder with those ones. And by the time if you actually do learn and you push through and you learn how to drift with the Logitech, I'm talking about the G29, G920, maybe even the G27. I have never tried the G27 back then, but if you learn how to drift with those, once you move to a direct drive, you will be able to drift easily. It will come to you naturally at that point. And you'll probably wonder, why the hell didn't you just move on to a direct drive? But I do get it. They do cost a lot of money. So if you could push through the Logitech ones, it is possible to drift. It's just a lot harder. So there you go. Because the learning curve is so much easier with the direct drive, since the wheel rotation is much better on direct drives than they are on gear driven or even belt driven. Don't get me wrong, the belt drivens are really good. And if you're stuck with a Logitech, and I get it, if you're really on a budget and you can't afford any direct drive right now, yes, by all means, start with a Logitech. It is possible to drift with a Logitech. It's just harder. The learning curve for Logitech is much harder because there's a lot of delays on the wheel itself. It doesn't catch the slides as well. But it is possible, because I've done it. And in the beginning, you're probably gonna blame your wheel a lot, which is fair enough. But once you see people do it and they're able to do it, oh, come on. It's funny, as soon as you hit something, all of a sudden it's like you're gonna start hitting everything. It's like you lose the momentum and the composure. This is a crazy downhill. Ah. Hey boy. Yeah, like I mentioned, if you're you already have a Logitech and you want to learn drifting, when I'm talking about Logitech, we're talking about like the G29. We keep forgetting that the G Pro came out and the RS50 is basically out now. The RS50 looks really nice. Honestly, I actually wanna try it out because it's basically compatible with everything. So kudos to Logitech for coming out with that. It just took a little bit of time though, a little bit. It took a really long time. Should have came out with that a long time ago. And we are at the finish line. Oh my God, we survived, guys, we survived. Come on, boys. There we go, we don't want to fall there. Well, that's it for today's session. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed that little downhill drift that we just did. Obviously, it wasn't the most perfect and best drift. We did the drifting without a handbrake just to show you guys that it is possible to drift downhill without the handbrake. And obviously, we're gonna be getting a handbrake soon, so we could compare what's the difference, why do you need a handbrake, and how does it basically helps or make the drift even nicer, look better. So I'm really excited for that. Hope you guys can like and subscribe, tune in, so like that you could see me try out the new handbrake that I just got. And hopefully you guys were entertained and you enjoyed this. And if you didn't, hey, we could always part ways as sim heads. Till the next time, Screaming Rubbers, we out.